Hey everyone, welcome back. You know how we love to get kind of deep around here?
Yeah.
So today we're diving into conspirituality.
Oh, that's a good one.
Right. It's a big topic these days. And we're specifically looking at this podcast series. It's from the SCN Special Care Network.
Okay, yeah, I've heard of them.
Yeah, they've been making some waves, and like stirring up some controversy too.
Yeah, they definitely don't shy away from calling people out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Some of their episodes have taken aim at some pretty well-known spiritual gurus. And, well, not everyone is loving it.
Makes sense. I mean, these are people with huge followings, devoted followers.
Right. So it's interesting, though, because in one of their recent episodes, SCN actually addresses this criticism, like head on.
Oh, really? What do they say?
Well, they make it really clear that they're not trying to cancel anyone or, just tear people down. Their goal is to encourage critical thinking.
I like that. So It's more about giving us the tools to decide for ourselves.
Exactly. Because we've all, I'm sure everyone listening has at some point been drawn to some charismatic teacher or leader.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Where you kind of just take their word as gospel.
Totally. It's easy to project all these amazing qualities onto someone and kind of forget that they're human too.
Yeah, I think SCN was getting at that. They even said something like, even the most revered guru is still, at the end of the day, just a person, subject to all the same limitations as anyone else.
Right, like ego, blind spots, even straight up hypocrisy.
Okay, so that's where things get a little tricky for me.
Yeah.
Because how do we know, really know, if someone's actually walking their talk?
That's the $1 million question, isn't it?
Right. Is it all about, sniffing out the bad apples? Or is there something bigger at play here?
Well, I think SCN is saying it's not quite so black and white.
Okay.
Even with the best intentions, a guru's teachings can still be influenced by their own, personal stuff, like their background, their biases.
Their own experiences.
Exactly. Someone who's always been wealthy might have a really hard time truly understanding the struggles of poverty.
Oh, that's a good point. Even if they're preaching about compassion and generosity and all that.
Yeah, exactly. So their teachings might sound good.
Yeah.
But they might not actually, hold up in the real world.
Okay, so given all that, what does SCN suggest we do? How are we supposed to navigate this whole guru thing?
Well, they're really big on encouraging active engagement, not just blind faith.
Interesting.
So instead of just accepting everything a guru says, they want us to ask questions like, does this teaching actually resonate with my own experiences?
Okay.
Is this person actually living by what they're preaching? Are they encouraging me to think for myself?
That's huge, encouraging independence rather than dependence.
Right. And it made me think about this time when I was way younger.
Yeah.
I was super into this meditation teacher. I was convinced they had it all figured out.
Yeah.
Then it turned out they had some serious anger issues behind the scenes. Total disconnect.
Wow. Yeah. It's amazing how often that happens.
Right. It was a real wake-up call about the whole image versus reality thing. And honestly, it's exactly what SCN's talking about.
Totally. It's they're saying, hey, don't check your brain at the door just because someone seems enlightened.
Exactly. We can learn from teachers, but we shouldn't give away our own power to think critically.
So it seems like SCN wants us to be more conscious consumers of spiritual teachings.
Yeah.
Not just passive followers, right?
Exactly. And I think that's a really important message because ultimately true spiritual growth comes from within.
Not from some external authority figure.
Right. It's about developing our own inner compass and learning to trust ourselves.
That's such a good point. So if it's not about blindly following gurus or, putting them on a pedestal or tearing them down, then what does a healthy relationship with a spiritual teacher actually look like? That's something I think we all need to consider.
It's a great question. And, one that doesn't have a simple answer.
Definitely not.
But it's definitely worth exploring.
Absolutely. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive today, everyone. We hope you learned something and maybe even had your own aha moments.
Yeah, keep questioning, keep exploring, and most importantly, keep trusting yourselves.
See you next time.
Bye.